there, and welcome to Binder Minder. My name is Wes, and I'm going to be checking out the new Aetherdrift set with a collector booster box. Aetherdrift is the latest set from Wizards of the Coast. It's a car-focused set. There's a lot of artifacts. These collector boosters, they give us a chance to get the Japan showcases, which are available in a standard or a fractured foil variant, and then the cards can have English or Japanese text. It's usually about 1 in 4 will have the Japanese text. Those, for us in the States at least, those usually have a little less value because they're not readable. There's some big hits as far as those Japanese showcases go. They have the Radiant Lotus cards, which are beautiful. Personally, I'd love to find a Radiant Lotus. The new loot, the Pathfinder, the Curse Cloth Wrappings showcase is pretty cool looking. March of the World Ooze for my Ooze deck. And same thing with the Mimeoplasm, pretty cool looking too. I like the art on that. Big hits beyond that, they have the Aether Spark. Ketramos is really big. Radiant Lotus, obviously. And then there's cards like the new Gearhawks, specifically Bright Glass Gearhawk, Riptide Gearhawk. Those are some of the big hits. The set does have, in addition to the showcases, it has special guests, which are 10 up, with Chrome Mox being the biggest hit. You can get those. You can also get gold borders, which they call finish line foiling. Those are only in the box topper, but you get one of those in this box. The box topper has 1 land and then 1 rare or mythic from the set. With the lands, those you have the point of view lands and then a special panoramic land. The panoramic lands are rarer to come across. And add into the fact that they are only available in those box toppers, and they're only, I think it's 1 out of 5 chance. If you get 5 forests, you're going to get 1 of those panoramic lands. So those are pretty hard to come by. Those are going to hold a lot of value, I think. The point of view lands look like they're holding some value, but they're already starting to drop down a little bit as well. So we'll see where those land eventually. Beyond that, trying to think if there's anything else that I'm looking forward to the set that I'm excited about. Personally, I like the Ratfink artwork. I'm pretty excited about that. I know a lot of people are kind of wishy-washy on it. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm hoping maybe I find an Aether Spark. I did get a moment to endurance when I took a look at the Finish Line bundle. Or no, I'm sorry, I actually got one with my decks. And they also have Verge lands for the dual lands. So let's just go ahead and dive in. Get this thing opened up. Let's see what we can find. 12 packs, 1 box topper. We'll save the box topper for last. If I can get the box open today. There we go. My box topper was wrapped around the inside in there. Hopefully it's not too messed up. It doesn't feel like it, but we'll see. I opened up the Finish Line bundle previously, and I didn't really find anything. In fact, the only thing I think I found out of there was a Verge land. I didn't really get any of the big hits. I did the pre-release last weekend. I did get a special guest, which I collect the special guest cards, so I can't complain there. Also didn't get any huge hits as far as that goes. Like, so far the biggest hit that I've gotten is that monument, but I got that as one of the collector booster bonus cards from the decks themselves. So anyhow, we'll just go ahead and jump right into it and see what we can find. There isn't anything in the set except for one. There's one uncommon that is worth more than $1. That would be Marauding Mako, the Shark Pirate. Not too worried about looking at the uncommons and the commons for the set as far as value goes. Mostly just going to be keeping an eye out for the rarest mythics and obviously special guests and the showcase cards, the Japan showcase. And the way the odds on those go, What you typically see is you see one Japan Showcase standard version of it per collector box, and then the fractured foil, you'll see one of those each case, which is every 6 collector booster box. The special guests are about every other box, so not guaranteed to get any of those as well. So let's dive in. I got my Japanese showcase, and we can see that it's got Japanese text there. It looks like it's going to be a Chandra, I think. Yep. So, not the showcase I was looking for, but still a cool one. I do love the artwork on these things, especially getting a Planeswalker like this in the Japanese text. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not even against having the Japanese text as a whole, but especially cards like this that require a lot of reading. It's more of I'm going to collect it and less likely to play it, you know. Because to run this, you're obviously going to have to have the card with you to be able to, you know, read it for yourself. It's going to be a little weird with your friend group, your regular pod. If you pull a card and you're like, hold on, I need to go get this out of my deck box here so I can see what this card means. They're going to know exactly what you're looking at if they've been around you a long time, and it's going to be a little awkward. So our next one's a rare. We've got an Unstoppable Plan. Not a bad card. So here's one of the Rat Fink artworks. Web Spike Elite. Aetherflux Conduit. This one's pretty exciting. I was checking this thing out. The possibility of making energy decks a little bit more viable as far as having like full energy decks. And it's kind of interesting when you start seeing cards like this that require 50 energy. I mean, they obviously have some pretty big hits as far as energy cards, including the landfall energy cards with the Nissa. But it's interesting they're still continuing to expand on the energy, even though they got kind of ignored for a little while there. We get a Dragognotics Engineer, and then we get into the commons and uncommons. We got a Clamorous Ironclad, which I think the artwork on this thing's actually pretty cool. And a Thundering Broodwagon. We have the Point of View lands. I talked about it in our Finish Line video, but these Point of View lands are pretty cool looking. But I definitely think it's one of those things where if you're not running a card-based deck or something like that, I suspect that a lot of people aren't going to be jumping to add one of these things. I think these are good if you're looking just for like a regular 4 land to be able to toss into something, but I don't see it fitting a lot of themes, you know. Vehicle decks, pretty much the main theme that these are going to work with. Okay, so we did get a Japanese showcase. That's good. Chandra is a good hit financially. Can't really be too upset about that. But like I said, I did do really bad on my Finish Line bundle, so let's hopefully we make up for it a little bit on this one. I think one of the bigger hits to be able to find right now would be the Ketramos, especially the extended art. I think that's pretty cool, a pretty cool version of it. But even the regular version of it is awesome. That card's pretty popular. Obviously, the Aether Spark, the Riptide Gearhawk, Bright Glass Gearhawk. Those cards would all be really big hits to come across. We got a Mythic here. March of the World Ooze, and it's extended art. Like I mentioned this earlier, this is something that I'm looking to put into my Slime Against Humanity deck. Those slimes, they come in with a 0/0 base power, and this is going to bump everything up to 6/6s. Costs quite a bit to bring it in, but still pretty exciting. And you obviously create those elephant tokens, which are going to be uses as well. Not too big of a deal. So we got one of the Verge lands. This is good. Is it lands? These are always, I can put these to use. Can't complain about that. The Lifecraft Engine. I got a foil one of these things that's actually pretty cool looking. It's a really nice looking art. Prima Trailblazer. Bulwark Ox. And then we get into the commons, uncommons, the 2 Borderless, the Skyback's Fairy, the Midnight Mangler. Nothing too exciting there. I'm kind of organizing things a little bit better. We got a couple hits we wanted to bring out here, right? So the Vergelands and the Chandra. I'll leave these sitting out here for now. So we got another rare. We got a Captain Howler, Sea Scourge, Shark Pirate. There's a couple of these Shark Pirates in here, sharks in general, just interesting. Mythic. There's one of the Gearhawks, the Oil Deep Gearhawk, and that's the borderless treatment. Pretty cool looking. So like I said, not all of them have the rat fink styling. Some of the borderless ones are kind of more bright colors, artistic. Which is pretty cool too. It's catchy. Like I said, I like the bright colors, so I'm not complaining. Caldora, Heart of Alakra, Priest of the Crossing, Demonic Junker, and then we get into the uncommons. Rover Blades, Haunted Hellride. There's that Marauding Mako. This is the uncommon that is worth more than $1 currently. We'll see how long that holds up, but okay, got a token. Voyager Guild Glide Car. The Speed Demon, another one of the Rat Fink cards. Agnosaur Rex. This one I was pretty excited about. There's a little wild looking artwork on that thing. But I do have my dinosaur deck, and I'm kind of excited to maybe add a couple of these in here. Prophet of the Scarab. And another Vergeland, a Wastewood Verge, and not just a standard foil one, not the borderless one like we have over here. Carrying Cruiser, Detention Chariot. Nothing else to look for there. If I can get this pack open. Sometimes they're easy to open, sometimes they fight you. So I already saw this one, but we got a special guest here. We got a Thoughtcast. Looks cool. Thoughtcast, Afterburner Expert, Waxen Shape Thief, Territorial Aetherkites. This is another one of the energy creatures. Regal Imperiosaur. And then Haunted Hellride, Spot Cycle Scouter. Good thing I don't have my face shown. When these things fight me, I think I'm making all kinds of faces struggling trying to open the thing up. Alright, so we got Monument to Endurance. I got one of these in the as the extra bonus collector pack from one of the decks. I think this could be a pretty exciting card to play if you're doing anything that's doing any discard decks. Monument to Endurance there. Winter Cursed Rider. Guardian Sunmare. Cursed Duneyard. So this is another one I was looking for, hoping to get. Not super valuable, but regenerate target Shade, Skeleton, Spectre, Spirit, Vampire, Wraith, and Zombie. And I have a Nazgul deck with a bunch of Wraiths in it. So that one's definitely going to go right into my deck. The Speed Demon. Then the Uncommons, Marshal's Path Cruiser, and Apocalypse Runner. So we are halfway through so far. Couple hits, nothing too crazy. already got a special guest, so we can't get that. We already got our regular Japan showcase. There is the possibility, although small, that we can get a fractured foil. So maybe we can will that to happen. But beyond that, I'd love to see an Aetherspark, Bright Glass Gearhawk, Ketramos, Loot, a few of those maybe. So we got a full throttle. It's not the loot that I wanted, but it is a loot on the artwork there. Another monument to endurance there. Burnout, Bastronaut. I'll tell you what, that one's a lot harder to see with the white on the yellow. Nissa World Soul Speaker. This is what I was talking about earlier with the landfall energy card. Whenever land you control energy, you get 2 energy. That can add up pretty quickly. The Debris Beetle, and then Broadcast Rambler, Clamorous Ironclad. Alright, so what's next? We got a rare Crypt Caller Chariot. I got one of these already. My wife was really excited about these, and I already gave it to her with the cats. She loves those cat cards. Another Gearhawk with the Pyrowood Gearhawk. There's our Mythics. Olivia Automech Artisan. On Wings of Gold. Bloodghast. I showed this off before. It is a reprint. I like the artwork, but I don't like that it doesn't seem to match with the, like this. What is about this is a vampire or a spirit. Cool artwork though. I do like that. I think it would have been cool with like a bigger version of that artwork, to be honest. Even though we did get a Rat Fink one for the borderless version of this. Then we have a Dune Drifter and a Ranger's Refueler for the borderless uncommons. Kind of hoping to get the, what is it, the Null Drifter. I think that looks pretty cool in the borderless version. I'm really fighting today. Okay. Thopter. We got a Verge, a foil, borderless Verge, a bleach balloon Verge. Redshift Rocketeer Cheat, Possession Engine, Lost Monarch or Ivner, Zahor Glory's Past, then Ranger's Refueler, Broadcast Rambler. Moving off camera there, sorry about that. Probably not the first time I've done it, just the first time I've noticed. Apologies for you putting me up with it previous to that. I guess I'll use the pull tab. Where's the pull tab? That's why I don't like the pull tabs. It always pulls off just a little bit. And you're stuck sealing the thing back. Okay, so we got a rare for our first car here. Burnout, Bastronaut, Market Back Walker. Another Verge with a Willow Rush Verge. Team It, Nakatiman's Will. Can't say that one very good. This is one of the commander deck commanders. So now we got Frog Mama here. She's just a god. She's not technically a frog, which is a little unfortunate if you're building a frog deck, but still a cool looking card. One of those I was pretty excited for. Ripclaw Wrangler and Midnight Mangler. Pretty close on the names there, huh? Two more packs left. slightly played versus near mint. You start fighting with the cards here. So what we got here behind that, I saw it's a mythic. Mythic Valor's Flagship. Played against one of these in the pre-release. Kicked my butt. Curse Cloth Wrappings. Demonic Junker. Etheric Amplifier. Quag Faced. And then Spot Cycle Scouter and a Velo Bike. Last pack here. Say last pack magic. So let's see. See if it holds up for us. We got a rare Lumbering World Wagon. That's a wild looking card. Far Fortune End Boss. Dragonautics Engineer. Stride Hanger Automation. Another Verge, a regular one. Bleach Bone Verge, we got one of those already. Skybox Fairy and the Guild-like Pathmaker. Did not get that Hole Drifter that I was hoping to get. So before I get into the box topper, which we still have left, what did we get? We got 2 Monument to the Endurances there. We got a Special Guest Thoughtcast. Can't really complain there. I collect those. We got an Oil Deep Gearhawk. We got another Gearhawk. It's in the big stack here. We get quite a few rares there. But we did get a Showcase Chandra. Japanese text. And then 4 Verges. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 Bleach Bones, 1 Willow Rush, 1 Wastewood Verge, and the Riptire Verge, the Is It Land. Excited to get this thing. A couple of these I can put to use. Definitely going to put a few of these in some decks. Alright. Can't put it off anymore. We got to do that box topper, right? So let's check it out. Hopefully, I feel like that wasn't exactly the big hits of the set either. I'll have to total it up first. You guys will probably know before me. But I don't feel like we did super well. I did get a good deal on these boxes, so I can't complain. I don't know why I'm trying to rip this thing open. I'm going to tear this thing up. Let's grab the scissors here. You start pulling on these things, the pack fights you, and you end up with a bent card, which is fine if it's just a cheap card, but with these box toppers, we have the possibility of pulling some crazy cards. You can get some Aether Sparks, you can get the special guests, all of those in these gold cards, and they are valuable. So, flip this over so we don't see it. There we go. You're going to have the land on top, and see what we got. We got another point of view land, a swamp, and then we got a rare, not a mythic, got a rare Debris Beetle. Kind of a dud for a pull there, I think. But that does it. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we did pretty good. You'll see it right here. Maybe over here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what Future West decides to do. Maybe over here. Put it all in there. And you guys have a good day. I'll see you soon. Okay, so I've gone through, got everything scanned in, took a look at the prices and everything. We didn't do so hot on our finish line bundle before, right? So I was hoping to make up things here with the collector booster box, but that didn't happen so much. It's better than the finish line, but we still got, you know, had a little rough go of things. This is what we had that wasn't over $2. These are all the commons, uncommons, lands, and all that good stuff. You know, tokens, all the fun stuff. There, like I said, there's some cool cards in here. There's a few in here that I'm definitely gonna be excited about checking out later on. For the rares, we had a few more rares, some cool ones. I think this might be a fun Far Fortune and Boss. This might be a fun Rakdos commander to play around with. But in total, our total values with everything scanned, uncommons and whatnot included, came out to be exactly $200, which is higher than what I paid for the box. But again, I got a pretty good deal. I think currently TCG Player, let's take a look here. Boxes are selling for $243 in that range, shipped. So if you're paying that much at this point, if you have the luck that I'm having, which I've been on a streak of bad luck when it comes to packs, I wouldn't expect to get all your money back. But I did in the end. I did end up, I would say that our Japanese Chandra, I don't think that's that's kind of a rough hit when it comes to our Japanese showcase, and then our box topper as well. I didn't do very well in the box topper here, where the finish line, the box topper was pretty much the only thing that made us money. So excuse me. So we have a few of the Gearhawks. The Gearhawks still did pretty well. This one's 223. The Accursed Dunyard 223 as well. This is the only uncommon because it's foil that's over $2. The foil Crypt Color Chariot 248. Our Shark Pirate is 271. Full Throttle was 332. And then again, like I said, the box topper, even though with the gold, this thing ended up only being $3.46 with the Bree Beetle. Valor Flagship Foil was $356. Unstoppable Plan $360. The Speed Demon, I feel like I've got a place out of these at this point. $4.52 for this non-foil borderless treatment. Sabsunin, this is the Frog Goddess. This foil version of the regular card was $508. There's another Speed Demon, the foil of the regular treatment. Stride Hanger Automation, that was $550. And then March of the World Ooze in foil, that's $557. That's a card I'm definitely going to put to work. The Bleach Bone Verge, the foil standard version, $562. Willow Rush Verge, that was, I can't see it right now, it's covered up, but it was $5.60 or something. Wastewood Verge is in that same range. And then River Pyre Verge, the Is It Vergeland is non-foil, was $740. Monument to Endurance, the extended art, is $747. And then we got a Thoughtcast special guest, that was $766. Another Gearhawk, the Oil Deep one, the Demir one, that was $855. Another Monument to Endurance, but this time the foil version is $9.99. Again, this is another one just like the Speed Demon. I ended up, I think, with a play set of these between pre-release, the Finish Line bundle, and this so far. The Bleach Bone Verge foil borderless version is $10.10, and then we have the Chandra. It says that it's $30 here, but it's really selling with the Japanese text on here. It's actually selling for about $12. Again, it's a cool looking card, but with the Planeswalker, I don't know. I can't see myself playing one with the all that text that I can't read. I'm gonna have to get a copy, a regular version if I want to play that. Anyhow, that said, we did all right. I'd say that it seems like to be about the bottom is what you can do, what you can hit as far as pulls. Like not having there's no. I mean, we did get a special guest, but our Japan showcase was kind of rough. We didn't get fractal foil at all, and we didn't really have any other huge hits. We didn't hit any of the stuff like a Ketramone or anything like that. So there is room to go up from here. I continued my bad luck streak. On the plus side of things, I do have one more finish line bundle coming. I feel like a gambler saying, well, let's just, double down. I'm not really doubling down. I already had that on order already, but hopefully our luck is a little bit better with that last order there. But I do think that as we get into this set a little bit further, I think especially these Virtus and stuff, I think they're going to hold their value, and we're going to see some stuff that's going to come back up in price as well. This just, with people being a little hesitant with this set, there's the market gets a little flooded right after launch. But that said, these prices give you a little bit better idea what to expect. You have all those launch prices where everybody's excited. It's pre-release prices, and just after launch when the prices haven't really dropped back down and everything yet. And it's really easy to put together a video and open up a box and show that there's so much value. But once things start to settle down a little bit after launch, this is a little bit more realistic as to what you can expect, which is why they always say to buy singles. I didn't listen to them. Maybe I should have. But anyhow, I appreciate you guys watching. This is Binder Minder. Keep an eye out for the next video when I get that finish line bundle in. That'll be coming in soon. And until then, you guys have a great day. Thank you. Bye.